Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing just fine. And I know I've not been uploading a lot on this channel for a while, but you know what? The fruit of patience is sweet. And so today we have a box with us, and I guess you guys already know what's inside it from the title of the video. I have the Mi 11i. It is also known as the Mi 11X Pro in India. It is the latest flagship phone by Xiaomi, and yeah, really excited to unbox it and give you guys the review. So yeah, let's go ahead and unbox it, and then I'll give you guys my review.
So the phone came to me in this orange box. It was looking kind of cool, and inside we have the box containing the Mi 11i itself. The box was simple, nothing so fancy, and yes, 108 megapixel branding on the top of the box was of course necessary. And yeah, remember this phone is also called the Mi 11X Pro in India, so it's basically the same phone. Let's take this out and see what we got inside. We have some kind of pouch which contains the Type-C to headphone jack adapter. Yep, we don't have a headphone jack port in the Mi 11i. Then we have some boring papers and the case for the protection. Let's keep this aside and check out the phone. So we have the Mi 11i in our hands right now. We are getting the flagship Snapdragon 888 processor, AMOLED display with 120Hz, which is gonna be amazing, and I'm really excited to see how it performs. But before that, let's see what's more in the box. And we get the Type-C cable and the 33-watt fast charging power adapter, and yep, that's all in the box. Let's get back to our phone. My first impressions are really good on this one. It feels premium and it's really light, lighter than my Redmi Note 9 Pro, but the camera bump is where all the weight is. And I'm really loving its form factor or the size of the overall phone. The phone looks pretty good too. I have got the cosmic black color, and it is the 8GB RAM and 256GB variant, which is the highest variant available of this phone. And expectations are really high on this one. Also, it has 5G support, although we still don't have 5G network here, but it's good to have it for the future. So yeah, let me set this up quickly and I will get back to you in a bit. So yeah, that was the unboxing, and I've been using this phone for over a week now, so I have learned quite a bit of things about this phone. And yeah, there are things that I like about this phone and there are things that I don't like about this phone. Let's talk about it. The first thing we are going to talk about is the design and the display, because I think that's the first thing that everyone notices in a phone, right? The Mi 11i actually feels really light on the hands and is very slim. It feels premium on the hands, and even with the case on, it feels slim and intact and doesn't lose the premium feel. The left side of the phone is clean, and on the right we get the fingerprint scanner, also acting as the power button. And honestly, for me, the placement of the fingerprint scanner is just perfect, because my thumb can reach there easily without me adjusting my hands. Now, why I'm saying this is because in my Redmi Note 9 Pro, the fingerprint scanner is placed a little above the center, and I have to actually adjust my hands to get there to unlock my phone. I know this is a very small detail, but it does get annoying when you unlock your phone about 100 times a day. But with the Mi 11i, that is not the problem anymore. We have speaker on the bottom and on the top, and yes, the dual speakers support Dolby Atmos, and this together makes up for an amazing audio experience. This is the IR blaster, by the way, which is very cleverly placed by Xiaomi to make it look like one of the speaker holes. The SIM card slot is in the bottom, and it has dual SIM support for 5G and no slot for SD card. And yep, no headphone jack. For me, it was not a big issue. I got used to using the adapter, but also it would have been nice to have a headphone jack port in the phone. Now, one of the biggest thing that you are gonna notice in this phone is the camera bump. And yeah, it is bulging out and creates this wobble when you put it down, but once you put on a case, that's gonna substantially reduce the problem. Design wise, I don't have any problem with the camera module. I think it looks decent and I can live with it. Now, one of the best thing in this phone according to me is the dot display. The dot is literally so small that sometimes I don't even notice it. Just to give you guys an idea, just look at how big this dot is as compared to my Redmi Note 9 Pro.
And of course we are getting the AMOLED display with 120Hz. The colors look amazing and the 120Hz makes it an amazing experience scrolling and just doing normal stuff in the phone. We can even change the color gamut of the display, and I was really surprised to see this option. The brightness of the phone is okay. I was able to view the screen outdoors when there was a little bit of sun, but directly under the sun, well, not so much.
Now we can go on and on about the hardware, but what makes a phone is the user experience and the performance that it can deliver.
And talking about performance, the latest flagship processor Snapdragon 888 is flawless, and coupled with the latest MIUI 12, it provides an amazing user experience. Now some people may or may not like the MIUI, but I have been using Xiaomi phones for a long time now, and I have seen a significant improvement compared to back when I was using the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and I absolutely have no problem with the MIUI at this point of time.
Xiaomi has also removed ads from its UI, so in the latest MIUI 12 you don't get ads now. Yeah, no ads whatsoever.
The animations are smooth and doesn't feel snappy. I haven't experienced any lags or glitches so far. Opening and closing apps are just a satisfying experience. Now when it comes to performance, I think gaming is what most people are concerned about, and yeah, we can play at max settings of any game. Now it does get heated up very quickly when we play at max settings, but I think the heat was bearable provided the amount of FPS and the graphics quality it was providing. And when I decreased the graphics quality a little bit while keeping the FPS at max, heating was not an issue anymore and the phone was not overheating. Now I also felt the battery consumption is really optimized. When you have a flagship level processor like the Snapdragon 888, the 4520 mAh battery feels enough. I found myself playing COD for about 1.5 hours continuously at high graphics and maximum FPS, and I was still left with around 70% battery when I started at 100% battery. So the battery performance is pretty good according to me. Also it charges really fast, like 100% in 52 minutes, and yeah, no complaints about the battery either.
Now let's talk about the most exciting part of this phone. Well, at least the most exciting part for me, the camera.
When you look at the camera module of this device, it literally screams megapixel at you. With 108 megapixel primary camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, 5 megapixel telemacro camera, and 20 megapixel front facing camera, the camera of Mi 11i is almost perfect. Now I have only taken some pictures on it, and no doubt the picture quality that come out from the main camera is superb. You can shoot pictures in 108 megapixel, which will capture a lot of detail. I mean, look at this picture. If I zoom in, I can literally see the ants in that plant. We get a good dynamic range, and even in indoor lighting condition, it performs really well. You can even shoot with the ultra wide angle lens and the macro lens, but the picture quality won't be as good as the main camera. Especially the macro lens is only 5 megapixels, so the quality is not up to the mark. But what's good about it is you can get really close to the subject with the macro lens and take really interesting pictures in the macroscopic level. Now the video is what I'm more interested to talk about in this phone, because we are getting up to 8K recording at 30 FPS. Not sure if it's truly 8K as it has AI written on it, but it is what it is. We have a lot of flexibility in the settings for video. We can shoot at 1080p 30 fps and 60 fps, 4K 30 and 60 fps, which is amazing for the cinematic videos, and 8K supports only 30 fps. Now all of these modes have electronic image stabilization, which means you will get stabilized videos out of the camera, but the 8K doesn't support image stabilization, so videos are gonna be shaky. Apart from this, I am really happy with the video quality till now. I will make a separate video on the camera of the Mi 11i because there is a lot to talk about, and it is not just possible in this video. But the features that Xiaomi has packed in the video department is huge, and I couldn't even use all of the features yet. We can track moving object to keep it in focus, we can zoom audio, and for that we have a dedicated microphone with the camera module. We also get ready-made effects called movie effects. You can freeze time, make night time lapse. We can also record videos from the front and the back cameras simultaneously using the dual video mode. And these are only a few features that I named. There is a lot more. And talking about the front camera of this phone, it has 20 megapixel front camera, and yeah, the selfies are turning out really good in outdoor lightings. And right now I'm recording with the front camera of the Mi 11i. You guys judge it. How is the audio and the video quality I'm recording in 1080p 60 fps in the front camera, and it also has image stabilization. So yeah, vlogging is gonna be amazing with the front camera in this phone. So yeah, you guys tell me in the comments how is the video quality and audio quality of the front facing camera of the Mi 11i.
Now, one thing that I heard from the reviews of the Mi 11X Pro, that is the Indian version of the Mi 11i, is that it doesn't have NFC. Now, the Mi 11i that I have with me has NFC in it, but both of them, the 11X Pro and the 11i, are the same phones, and I just don't understand why does the 11X Pro doesn't get NFC and why does the 11i get the NFC. So most of the things in the Mi 11i is really good, and as I've mentioned before, it has the almost perfect camera. So where does it lag behind? Well, if there was OIS in the camera would have been just perfect for cinematographers and smartphone filmmakers. It does have EIS, but the problem with EIS is that it zooms into the image and degrades the video quality. So if you want stable videos, you have to compensate for the quality of the videos, which really sucks. Now, I can only say this much about the Mi 11i as of now. This is not a very in-depth review or something. I just shared what I have discovered in this past few weeks of uses, and tried to share the things that I think was important about the phone. Maybe in the future I will make another video talking about some in-depth things about the features or the problems that I face. And yeah, as I've said before, I will make another video regarding the camera of this phone. There's just a lot to cover and review, so yeah, it's not possible in one video. So yeah, in another video I'll talk about some in-depth things about the camera and give my review. That is pretty much what I have to say about the Mi 11i. Xiaomi has tried to pack everything that they could with this price in the 11X Pro or the 11i. Considering the price, I think this is a pretty good phone in the flagship range of phones, considering the amount of phones that are available right now in this 40 to 45,000 range. Yes, it is a lot of money, but you are getting some flagship level stuff in this phone. So I think they are value for money and they are delivering what it promises. With that said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I did making this video. And also don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and also please do follow me on Instagram. It's jungfilm07. I'll be posting pictures and videos shot with the Mi 11i now on the Instagram. So yeah, go ahead and follow me there. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next one.